Welcome back. It's snowing. We're going to get the sides in on this, get it off the jacks and hit the road because we're heading to Canada.
It's snowing!
Yay!
Right, let's get this.
Right, you boys ready?
Mum stole some syrup from the shop.
I didn't know there were our syrup.
No, she stole syrup.
Okay.
And that was accessory to robbery, so you
Did you steal syrup?
It's all syrup that we paid for as part of our meal. That we didn't use because we're not quite diabetic yet.
I am.
Right, guys, just tidy up off there. Let's get these slides in, get the jacks up and hit the road. So we are driving through sleet and snow and it's very cold. It is cold. We've all brought our coats. We're all going to wrap up nice and warm. Lindsay's found something special about halfway into Montreal, so we're going to stop there and surprise the kids in a couple of hours. I must say, the sun's come out now and it is looking beautiful. There's snow all over the trees and on the ground, and it's lovely. I bet it's still bitterly cold out there. Holiday road, eastbound and down, we're loaded up, we're trucking. Road trip tunes are on. You got a bear in the air. Running with the shadow. I drove all night.
Gas left, diesel right.
Okay, we've pulled over side of the road to get a bit of fuel. First fuel stop. Let's see how much this is going to be then. The card on here. What I love about the US is you click it back and wait. Perfect. Okay, it appears I reached the limit, which is $175, but that's given me 54.7 gallons. And it's $3.19 a gallon. So what's that, about half the price that we pay? And just for the record, that's not even a full tank of fuel. Okay, and the guy's got 3 coffees in the petrol station. How much was it, Eddie?
£4.09.
That's good value, isn't it? Right, back on the road. Just for the record, because I know you like statistics, we've got 430 miles out of the last tank of fuel, and we're currently averaging 7.1 miles per gallon. Please look on the bright side of life. Here we go. Here we go.
I saw this on YouTube.
This is the Ben & Jerry factory at Waterbury, Vermont.
Oh my god, it's really busy.
Built in 1985, it's the very first Ben & Jerry's factory and the only one in the world that's open to the public. It continues to manufacture upwards of 350,000 pints of ice cream per day, whilst offering fans a sneak peek at their humble beginnings.
What did you just say?
I said it's Free Cone Day once a year. It's a good day to come to Ben & Jerry's.
And today is Free Cone
Today
Day.
is
What's
Free
the
Cone
chance of that? Fantastic.
Not only is it door free, but ice cream's free too.
Free ice cream as well.
Yes.
Go through the line.
Winning.
As many times as you want.
Thank you.
Day.
Right, how many pints tall am I? Eh? How's that?
Just over 18.
Just over 18.
Just 18.
Mum?
Oh, Mum. Ooh, 15 and a half.
So Lynn's looked at this and spotted it on the map, and it was literally on our route to Canada, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just one of those quirky things that I found to pop into, and it's turned out to be like the most fantastic day.
Yay! And they got some great stuff here. Look at this t-shirt here. Ben & Jerry's with the VW camper. Might have to get that. And they got a mug with it on as well. Look at that. So here's all the flavours, and I've gone for Deluxe Delish. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, baby.
This has got to be the happiest day ever. This is awesome. It's snowing, I'm eating ice cream, and I'm dancing.
So I've just ordered Turtle Sundae. It's a brand new one. Here it is. Thank you, sir. Number 2. Right, we better go on this tour now, wouldn't we? Thank you. No pictures? Okay, sir. And no video either, I'm guessing. Well, that was cool. And that guy was, he's friends with Ben & Jerry, right? He's worked there 30 years, but not allowing me to take any video footage, which is understandable, right? Oh, what a result coming here today.
This has been fantastic.
Hasn't it been
what a
amazing?
treat.
Absolutely.
But it's properly snowing now.
Isn't it? So, quick couple of photos,
And
back to the van.
I would say schools have just let out, the queues have got big.
Yeah, we came at the right time.
Did.
All right.
I've just had a notification from this week's video sponsor to let me know that I've used 80% of my US data that I bought on my eSIM when I first arrived in the country. And that's a brilliant reminder because we're about to cross over into Canada, so I need a different eSIM for when we go there. So a SIM card is the little card that you get that you put in your phone, and that connects you up to the network wherever you are in the world. When you're traveling, the network provider that your SIM card connects to may charge you roaming fees depending on whereabouts you are in the world, and that's where Saily, this week's sponsor, comes in. Before we came away, I used the Saily app to buy an eSIM for US data, so that when we landed and as soon as we touched down, my phone just worked over here, and it's been an absolute lifesaver. We've used it for staying in touch with everybody at home, including the office, and I've also used it for booking and navigating and organising things while we've been away. I really like Saily because it's really simple to use. You simply download the app, select the area that you're travelling to, buy the plan that you want, and then follow the instructions. Dead simple. Even I didn't go wrong. If you're planning to travel this summer and would like a discount on your travel data, scan the QR code here or use the link in the description. Then when you add the code Radfords at checkout, you get a 15% discount on your data plan. Right, that's me ready for Canada, and I still have 20% of my US data for when we come back in a couple of weeks, because that'll last 30 days. Thanks, Saily. Thanks for keeping me online and for sponsoring this video, keeping us on the road.
And in here you've got a graveyard of many of the flavours that they've now discontinued. Apparently there's 45 headstones in here, but they have actually got rid of hundreds over the years of flavours. So there you go. What an awesome hour we've had here.
The Monty Pie.
This has got to be the best one.
Look on the bright side of life.
And there's the one they brought to Britain. Look, Cool Britannia. Did anyone try that one? Let us know in the comments. Right, come on, back to the van. We've got to get to Canada. Well, that was awesome, wasn't it, my love?
It was lovely, and it was a really wholesome experience.
Right. Okay, Canada, here we come. Right, here's the US-Canada border. Fingers crossed. Those all good.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, that's it. We're through. That was actually quite seamless, wasn't it?
It was the fastest proper international border I've ever been through.
Isn't it?
There was no one in front of us.
No.
No one behind us.
Right, he asked a few questions. Are we carrying firearms? Any money greater than $10,000? And all kinds. We even declared the cheese and the milk in the fridge.
Yeah.
Ah!
And a bit of bacon.
But there you are. We're in Canada, baby. Yes. Never been to Canada. I don't think none of us have been to Canada, have we?
Nope.
So very excited. Right, we've got 1 hour and 5 minutes to get to Montreal.
After crossing the border and continuing north to Montreal, the weather still wasn't great. The snow seemed to be getting worse, and Eddie was reading how the temperatures were down as low as -14 in Ottawa.
Right, we're parked up and Harry's putting the sides out right now, giving us a bit of room, but look at it out there. It is bitterly cold.
Oh,
whoa,
stop it!
Oh, I see what that is. It's come off here.
Oh.
Come forwards in.
That's smoke detector.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Did you not hear it?
No, we didn't know what it was. I can't reach.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's dirty.
Oh, what a footage.
Okay.
That was broken when we found it.
Well, no,
It's dropped off
It's
onto the
dropped off
top, isn't it?
You can't
Never mind.
complain.
It is what it is, eh? It is what it is. Oh, still works.
Also, this
Wait,
was
so how was that taking it off?
No, it's not. It's come off.
Oh,
as
I
it's...
found the rest of it. What? How did that
I
happen?
genuinely
Oh.
thought we were about to...
When we took the RV, they said we're not allowed to drive in New York, and we're not allowed to drive in Montreal. So we were going to scrub Montreal off the list, but Eddie found us a little park up, a little campsite just on the outskirts, just across the river. So we've headed there now, we've come in, we've checked in. There's only one other van here. This will be great in the summer, but it's pretty empty right now. The facilities are miles away, so I was going to get everyone through the shower here, but we've got about half a tank of water and it's frozen there. I can't get the water to work, so I'm not going to be able to top it up again. So they've all donned their coats and headed off to find the showers and the toilets and facilities to freshen up. Left me to get on and do a bit of video editing.
I'm not sure how much I need a shower, but this is...
One little boost to the surface later.
How's the showers, guys?
Good.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
A long way away.
Right. A long cold
Through an
walk.
Arctic blizzard.
Right, we're having just a quick ramen dinner, yeah?
Yes.
in a big cauldron in your wok. You're showing off with your new wok now, aren't you?
I know, $6.98. Can't beat that.
Trying to get the telly working.
No, this is the right one. It's red. This one's
Right.
red.
So we didn't bring a Chromecast or a Fire Stick with us.
And every single time we say we should have brought a Chromecast or a Fire Stick or something.
Right. Well, we got one in the van, but yeah, that would have been ideal to put on the telly.
Travel.
I just hope this weather gets a little bit better for us for tomorrow when we go into town. We'll leave these guys playing and we'll pick you up in the morning. Good morning. Breakfast is going on this morning. We have got, what do you got?
Scrambled egg
on toast.
on sourdough toast.
Fantastic.
That's Harry and I.
Yes. And I've got a breakfast bowl
Ugh.
in the microwave there. And Denise has got porridge. We having, Georgie?
Pop-tart.
Pop-tart.
We've woken up to a beautiful morning in Montreal. It's cold, but at least it's stopped snowing and the sun has come out.
Look at all the icicles coming off the van. Oh dear. Look at that. Okay, I've ordered the Uber. He'll be here in 3 minutes, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's bright out here, isn't it? There we are. It's not too bad in a coat today. I think it's around about freezing right now. So once we're walking around, we'll be okay. But the idea is to get an Uber in right now, which is about 20 quid. And at least we ain't got a 15-20 minute walk to the metro. And we'll be fresh and warm when we get out of the Uber. Okay. You all snug in there?
Our taxi driver jumped on the Jacques Cartier Bridge, which took us over the St. Lawrence River and straight into the old town of
Merci.
Montreal.
Thank you. Okay, where are we going?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's explore.
So I've had our Uber driver drop us off at Notre Dame and we're going to explore the Old Town area, I believe, or the Old Port area.
The old port and the old town.
Yeah, Old Montreal and the Old Port.
I did try and get us a walking tour, but I could only get Spanish language ones.
Right.
Which wouldn't be any use. Not to us.
So I've just spotted this and I'm downloading it now. So this should give us some interesting stuff to explore around Montreal.
First stop, Bon Secours Market, a venerable building housing art galleries, boutiques, bars and restaurants. They even had a brewery in there. We then crossed over to the Old Port.
So Lindsay spotted this big Ferris wheel, so we're going to have a look what's going on here. It might give us a good view of the city, I think. So we're working out the cost. It's $192 to book individually, but I think it's $167 if we book a cabin of up to 8 people. So let's do that.
No, it's $192 including tax for the whole cabin. But it was $177, which is $10 more plus tax to do it individually, and that's including child and student tickets and things. So this is just easy.
Okay. Ooh, 60 metres tall. Scared, Georgie? 27, huh? Fantastic.
I want this side.
Hey.
Death cabin.
All right.
Stop it.
Last time this
It's
break.
funny,
Hey, listen.
I had a dream.
I've had a dream last night. You were going to do that one as well, eh? You got a nice view over there, huh? Beautiful. Montreal. That's the old town of Montreal. That's the market we were in, just down there. And we've got views out over the river on this side. And the RV's parked just the other side of that bridge down there. Awesome, eh, George?
I'm so scared.
Beautiful view out over the river and all over the city. And we've gone around 3 times already, so we're getting our money's worth, right?
We're getting 20 minutes worth.
Okay. Yay! There you go. You're getting out. Well, that was cool. And it worked out about 15 quid a head. And we went around 3 times. So here we go. Let's see what's next. So it appears there's an underground city network here in Montreal. So we're trying to find it now. It does sound interesting. There's kilometres and kilometres of just underground tunnels that link shopping malls and things like that. So it's a fun thing the boys want to go and find. They're calling it the Secret Underground Tunnel Network. Very cool.
So I found a PDF map showing the tunnels and we entered at Place d'Armes, where we went down some stairs and we found a Tim Hortons to grab a coffee and warm up.
Thank you very much for your patience.
There we are. So it's a bit of a deal. Tim Hortons, we got 6 drinks, 6 donuts, and it comes to about 16 quid. Yay. Ooh. Yeah.
So So the next part of our day is to explore the underground city, because there are a network of tunnels connecting different parts of the city, so you can get out of the bloody cold and stay out of the scorching sunlight, which I cannot believe ever happens because it's so cold.
So it's a series of tunnels, some underground, some overground, and it's heated in here, so it's to keep you warm when it's cold in Montreal and to get you around some parts of the city. And right now, this is the government building of Canada we've arrived at. Guy Favoreux. There we are. We've popped up in another mall. It really is quite clever. There's the service of Canada. Wonderful. Wow. Look at that. Well, that's quite impressive, isn't it?
It is very.
Go straight through. After a short walk down another corridor, we popped up in yet another mall. We also found that many of the buildings had these food courts with lots of smaller food vendors and a shared eating area in the middle. And back above ground again. I still think one of these would make a good camper. Oh, this one is a camper. They've got a lint shop.
I know.
And have a look what he's doing in the window here. So look, there's a lint shop here, and he's personalising these chocolate bars right now. Oh, fantastic. Whilst we were in Quebec, we wanted to try poutine, a dish of French fries, cheese curds, topped with brown gravy. It emerged in Quebec in the late 1950s, although its exact origin's uncertain. How is it, George?
Hidden gem. This is great.
Yeah? One of your favourite burgers? And how's the poutine? How's the chips?
It's the best poutine I've ever had.
It's the only poutine you've ever had.
I know, but poutine, I've just realised, is basically like Manchester's chips and gravy with their cheese as well.
Right, let's see what this is like. We have hunted this down, and it looks fantastic. That is a good burger. And this is the poutine, which is basically chips, gravy, and cheese. Yeah, it's good. What do you think of the poutine?
I've just had the the gravy's tasty.
Isn't it? There you go.
Probably didn't need the whole combo though.
And this is where we are. We'll leave a link in the description. So I've just ordered us an Uber, and it looks like it's going to be a black Kia EV9. Great. I've not been in one of them yet. So there we are, honey. Montreal. What do you think?
It's great. It's a really nice city. It's an interesting city. We've had a good time wandering around. I've missed the stories of having someone tell me the history. Felt like we've done lots of steps and I don't know anything new.
But that underground tunnel network is key for staying warm. And here he is. Kia EV9. Fantastic. I quite fancy one of these myself. What do you reckon?
No, we don't need any more colour.
There you go, guys. Hello, sir. Here we go. It's nice in here. What's it like in the back? All right?
Yeah, comfy.
Yeah?
It's quite square, isn't it?
Right. You sure we can't chop your Y in for one of these?
Not at the moment.
So there you go. Kia EV9. I like it. It's a bit dirty. It needs a wash, Johnny. You need to wash the car.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks very much, bud. Thank you. Unfortunately, these taps are still frozen. Nothing at all. And we're desperate for water. We're out of water. So I think we're going to pack up and move on right now and see if we can find somewhere for tonight and find somewhere with some water. And back to the van. Right, let's get these slides in and hit the road.
Don't forget, get an exclusive 15% discount on your eSIM data plans by downloading the Saily app and using the code RADFORDS at checkout.